the directions. So my next one out of here is going to be from Chagrin Falls up to Lyndhurst, and that's going to be like a 15-mile walk. Okay, definitely doable. But if I'm going to come out here and spend a day, the one thing with those two posts, neither one of them actually have a post. So you'll see when we get up to Chagrin Falls, they meet at the Historical Society. It's a real nice building there, beautiful little town up there. So that's where we're gonna head out now. We're on our way, it's about 4.5 miles. So I got a little rest, got some sugars in me, had some snacks. We're gonna get after it, all right? We'll see you on the road. All right, everybody, we're almost a mile out of town. Back behind me, it was nothing but busy town. We just left the industrial area, which is right on the edge. And we got about 3.8 miles left. Now the next 2 miles down Solon Road, we drove this on the way back. There's really nothing, and I'll show you. There's no, as you can see behind me, there's really no side of the shoulder of the road or side to walk on, so I'm having to walk in the grass for about 2 miles. We'll make the best of it though. So, a lot of pretty area up ahead though. I will get that. I've been told to slow down. People want to see beautiful Ohio, and I'm going to bring that to you. All right, I'll let you go for now, and we'll pick it up shortly. Okay, you can see what I'm talking about here. I've had to jump back and forth on either side of the road here because there's really no shoulder. I'm walking kind of in the curb, or just inside the gutter, I guess you'd call it. And this will go on for about another mile or so, mile and a half. It's a very thoroughly traveled thoroughfare. Now I can walk up here on the grass, but some of these areas are hilled and have slopes where it doesn't make it to where I'm able to walk on it, so I gotta walk in the street. By doing so, my odds of becoming extinct rapidly go higher, and we don't want that. So we'll continue on. Goodbye, Solon. Hello, Bentleyville. You know, here's something I think about on walks like this. Picture 200 years ago, what this area looked like. I guarantee there were Indians around here, you know, Indians. You wonder what it'd be like if you could grab one of them from then and bring them back now and say, hey, they'd be like, WTF? Oh, that car smelled like pot. People don't understand. That's another thing too. I'm on these walks, the cars go by, you can smell the reefer in them. People don't think, oh, I don't smell it, because it's all over you. If you don't smoke it, you can smell it a mile away. That car just passed and it smelled like either that or they got a pet skunk on their lap. I don't know. Getting back to the Indians though, think about that. You look around, what's it going to be like in another 200 years for us? How are we going to look at it? The only other good thing about this view is I get to see who's going to hit me. All right, I'll be back. Man, they ain't lying. As I mentioned before, I fly for a living. The majority of my flying is international. I'm not a pilot, I'm a crew chief. Big difference. But I hear people bitching about our country. This is one of the most beautiful countries I've ever been to. It is the most beautiful country I've ever been to. If you look at the diversity that I've been able to show you so far, from southern Medina County, where we started, through Cuyahoga County, which we're in right now. And here's the interesting thing about Cuyahoga County and where we're heading, Chagrin Falls. If you look at the map and you see Cuyahoga County, the eastern border comes straight down, and then there's a little cutout. And as you're looking at it, you know it was done purposely. And you wonder, why is that? Well, that cutout is Chagrin Falls. So, I don't know, maybe they didn't like Geauga County. You know what they say about those people from Geauga County. So, it's interesting. You see the diversity. We on the west side of Cleveland. You know, we came out by the far west side by North Olmsted. Worked our way across the western side of the city. Came down. We're shooting over. Now we're at the farthest stretches eastern side of Cuyahoga County. Can't get any further east, I believe. And after we get done here, the next one, we're going to be heading back toward the lake. We're going to go around up near the lake to the eastern side of Cleveland and work our way through Lake County and Geauga, and then that finishing up in Ashtabula. And just look at the diversity, how beautiful it is. So when I hear people bitching about this country, just tell them to shut the up. Which kind of goes along with me being a Midwesterner. I guess my spirit animal would be Charlie Barons. If you don't know who that is, go to YouTube right now, type in Charlie Barons. All right? You won't regret it. We'll get back to you here in a little bit. Welcome to Chagrin Falls. No handheld cell phones or electronic devices while driving. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at in that tree, just that little touch of red already starting. There we are, September 4th. Fall is coming early. know, while I was down there getting that video of that little rolling fall there, people have commented and said, hey, we liked it when you'd find strange stuff on the side of the road. And I said, well, for the last 4 or 5 videos, I haven't seen anything really besides your typical bottles and beer cans. I did find this though, down there. Yeah, it's a rock, I know that. But isn't it an ugly rock? This rock couldn't get a date if its life depended on it. It's an ugly rock. Kind of cool though. All right, everybody, if you made it this far, thanks for sticking around. So you're probably gonna say, what are you doing out here in front of the Historical Society? Chagrin Falls doesn't actually have a post, a building of their own. They meet here, okay? So it's a little harder for you to support them. But when you see them out, if they're out at a high school football game or doing poppies on the downtown, stop by, give them your support. They're a good organization. They do well in this community. And it'd behoove you to help them out because our VFWs need your help, okay? If you're a veteran out there in this area, stop on in, talk to these guys. Todd Lyle is their commander. They meet here at Chagrin Falls Historical Society, beautiful little place. And come on in, support them. And let's make this world a better place. All right? We'll see you next time. Next one's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be from here all the way out to Lyndhurst. I think they meet at an American Legion. So that'll be an interesting one. Until then, remember, support your local VFW. They need your help because they were there for you. Be there for them. Peace out. All right, we're only about 2/10 of a mile from our destination. This is one of the beautiful little small towns. Really nice little town. I think you'll be pleased. I'm gonna see you at the destination.